Guess what? I got a fever.
You're giving me fever.
So for me on this one, might be a little spicy here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the picks package. I'm gonna say that in April of the calendar year, if I'm sitting on 3 firsts a few weeks away from the draft, and a 25 first and two seconds,
2 random seconds.
I
mean,
that
it's
is
so enticing.
super valuable at that point in the calendar year. Then I'm going to take Hurts over Allen.
Whoa.
I think Hurts is going to be a sell sooner than Allen is, but I think in a year, okay, I shouldn't say that. Hurts is going to be a sell sooner than Allen is. So how can I put this? I think Allen's going to be more of a sell than Hurts in a year.
There's a team injury risk, right?
But I think in 3-4 years, I'm going to buy back Allen instead of Hurts. So here's what I'm thinking, right?
I see what you're saying.
The idea with Allen, I think what they're trying to do, and I think that as much as we don't like Damian Harris much, the signing of Damian Harris, I think was a signal to me that they really wanted a hammer. They want to save Allen a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
I believe that. Yeah.
And that's going to take away from a little bit of his running and importantly, some of his rushing TDs. He also has Stephon Diggs, whose I think contract is running out and is already, there's rumors of him being like upset with stuff going on in Buffalo. They said that they feel very, what's that?
Yeah, he a bitch. Go on.
They had a quote the other day that said they feel very comfortable with what they've done at wide receiver in free agency. Very comfortable with Trent Sherfield. And who else? Gosh, they weren't like total scrubs, but like something.
I thought they changed someone.
They did.
Oh no, I guess it was just Damian Harris was the only.
It was a couple receivers. It was Sherfield and gosh, I forget. Anyway, but not guys that I would say you should be totally comfortable with, right? I think we've seen Gabe Davis for what he is, boom bust, right? I think in a year from now, I'm rather going to have Hurts, who's not going to lose any of that rushing, who's, going to be coming off a year that still has A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Goddard. I'm going to want him more than I'm going to want Allen. And
they signed Deontay, many last names, Hardy.
Right, yeah.
Smith. So maybe he likes his mom or his dad better.
Right. And so, so that's where I'm at with that. And then those are close, but like that's more of like a crystal ball process thing where like Allen might be a sell at some point. And then the player package last.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Given this lack of movement from Buffalo, Gabe Davis arrow up?
I think he's safer than he would be if they had more high-end signings, but like Sherfield's no scrub. Like he's Trent Sherfield, but he's no scrub. But
I
also
agree. He definitely made some plays for the Niners.
Also, they moved off McKenzie, let him go, so it's Shakir time as well. So there's that going on too, right? So
you think they believe in Khalil Shakir?
That we'll find out a lot more after the NFL draft, but I think
they're signaling that they do
by letting McKenzie go. I think it's moving
and
in
not
that
finding
direction.
anyone of any consequence. I mean, Deontay Smith has shown that he's Deontay Smith, right?
But no, it was Harris that turned into Hardy, not Smith.
It wasn't Smith.
No, it was. You're thinking of Traquan Smith.
Oh, same person.
Also formerly of New Orleans.
Yeah, no,
I think that's why your piss is crossing streams, I think.
So, never cross the streams.
Yeah. That could be. Have you ever? I mean, it's probably a dumb question. The answer is yes. You've been to one of those ballparks where you just piss in a trough.
Oh yeah. which there's there's a Philly stadium that still has one.
It's such a, what are we, farm animals?
I think it's the Eagle Stadium. I think it is. Yeah. No, that's all right. They did that. No, actually, I think it's the Meadowlands. Now I think about it, it is. It's the Meadowlands, but it's not a trough. It's a fountain. It's a weird troughed fountain. So odd. It's Tennessee that you piss in a trough.